Hello, hello, hello. I think okay. I don't know what's happening to VLC. Should be playing music. Like it should be playing music. Why is it not playing music? I hit a button and now my headset's beeping at me. What's going on? Okay. I think I'm good. Okay. Hello, everybody. It is I, Hello Printer. Um, Streaming for 2 days in a row. So you can see likely by the artwork, by the stream name, by the stream category. Hollowing time. So the way it's gonna work is that I will run two playthroughs. Also, you can literally see that. I run two playthroughs. Playthrough one is going to be a just a stand. Playthrough one's gonna be a standard just a run through. Just me running through the game. You know, yippee! Making the choices I make and you know all that good stuff. Playthrough two, I will be playing as my OC Riley. Now, as you can see, I've put the traits that I want to put in. I've put the general personality that the characters will have. Um, so yeah, Riley is not a good person. I mean, I would just put an outright psychopath, but I don't think you can play an outright psychopath in this, and I got something planned for an outright psychopath character. So, for now, we'll go with Riley. She's a bit, you know, she got something broke morally in her head. So, um, basically, the only thing I expect from the second playthrough is that hopefully Riley and Tabitha get along really well. That is the only real thing that I expect out of that second playthrough. Okay, so it looks like there haven't been another update. There, date 24th. The past 2 days, there have been four updates. In the 2 days before that, there's been 11. So I think the updates are slowing down. So I thought today would be a good day to play this. So I'm off. I was expecting to stream this tomorrow, but you know how it goes. Okay. Uh, let's, actually, what's this? What? I can say I'm live on Blue Sky? That's metal. How do I do that? No, it's not a valid link. Uh, yes. I've never gone live on social media. It's lovely. All right, looks like it's done absolutely nothing to my profile. Wonderful. Okay. Oh no, I got a nice like live thing below my profile. Ooh, sure that'll bring in the views. All right, let's actually get this game loaded. Oh, it's gonna break my it's gonna break my perfect. Take a screenshot of that. My my perfect game setup. Who needs any more games than this? Uh, I'll just say that two of my most recent games played the Judgment and Lost Judgment. Um, for tomorrow, 30XX patch. Dang, my Steam library going crazy today, and I've already got things planned. Okay, I'll probably have to delete a couple of save files because I have played I haven't played the last two major updates. I played up to chapter 4. I think the update called Road Less Travel Go away. Yeah, I think it's roads less traveled. Anything. Did that capture? What is going on? Oh. Oh. What the heck is that? I love doing this live. Okay. Got visuals. I think I'm starting to understand why the it didn't work yesterday. The game capture. Okay. Can I pop out my Oh. I have both of my streams, because I stream on YouTube and Twitch. I have both of them on my second monitor, and I usually pop out wherever chat isn't directly above OBS. Yeah, so basically I'm viewing this stream 3 times. Okay, preferences. Ah, Renpy! I'm kidding. If anyone was here yesterday, I think I told the horror story of me playing a Renpy game. I remembered that. Otherwise, if I hadn't said it yesterday, I wouldn't have remembered, and I did set this up so it ran properly. We're not having another incident of me loading in Hell Wonderland spin-off, and then my computer freaking out. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, start. My name is what? My name is who? My name is Tuku Tuku. The wire on my headphones keeps hitting my page down button. So we'll be playing as a C printer. I gestured to myself like anyone can see me. Enter. You live in the city of... Do I dox myself? Do I dox myself and say where I live? I'm kidding. I'll say my hometown. Catford. I am a London baby. You are... Dang, this game has pronouns. Man, woman, person. Okay then. That's a me. Okay, I think I put down that I am playing as keen eye, observant with knack of picking small details, empathetic, quick smart, well read and rational, possesses a wealth of esoteric knowledge and knows when to use it, a talented researcher. I mean, the only sad thing is the trait combos I've picked don't do talk to animals. Talk to animals is one of the funniest. I did talk to animals on like my second playthrough, and Dustin, I hope you're living well, buddy. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel as though you've only managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. Wait, can you see that? No, you can't see that. Still exhausted. Me when the Renpy game hits. Oh, speaking of Renpy games hitting, Our Wonderland's coming to Steam, so, just for reference, the last time I played Our Wonderland, I ate really bad sweets, and also my system blue screened. And then I had like a mental breakdown the next day. It was a wild ride. And now I'm getting... Oh. I will say this once as a joke, but I'll never do it again. Dang, it's sure nice getting randomly pinged by a game developer. Wait a second. I can wait. No, I can make that joke repeatedly. I I I I forgot. I forgot that I genuinely get comments randomly sometimes. It's great. 10 out of 10. Thanks, Carrot, for pointing out that I found Games So Hot that one time. Okay. 1 second. Alright, where's... Yes, gone. There we go. Okay. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it, but as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news. 26 hours of bus rides and countless late-night stops and seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself travelling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearland Scarlet. Pearland Scarlet. For a second I wanted to read that as Pearland, which would have been completely incorrect. Your cousin's mother and your aunt. Seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyways, as I was saying, I just realised his shirt. Rock on, random guy. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking to you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first, you thought he was just being friendly, but several hours of one-sided conversation. Oh, I was up in Maryland, looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing the usual prank stuff, you know? Pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Wait, what? Are you serious? Hell yeah, so chaos, my dude. Why are you talking to me? Remain silent. You know what? Hell yeah, so chaos, my dude. Hell yeah, so chaos, my dude. I knew you'd get me. You and me, with kindred spirits, I can feel it. Alright, something... No, that was turned off. That was turned off. I swear, that was turned off. You can't see it. Toggle auto advancing text. That was off before I started playing. Just stretch this 4-hour game out into a 10-hour marathon. I'm kidding. I would like die. I knew you'd get me. You and me, with kindred spirits. I can feel it. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, getting about she's gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. Got you with my friend, and he said it hurt a lot. So I guess it really was. She really was mad, and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she left the band, fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. Oh, we had a good laugh and pushed her out. And the phone got soaked, so she couldn't call the cops on us. Wound up hanging out all day. She kind of, I just like gave that a quick glance, like, what are you talking about? She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we had an on-off relationship. We've been off and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me for real. And jeez, if you get so mad, you wanna like kill somebody. Okay, I mean, I'm kind of split between oh yeah all the time and smile and pretend. By the way, boys. I would just say that I pull out crazy stuff enough that my partner straight up doesn't even acknowledge it anymore. It's great. So, what's going on? Did I? Okay. What? You can scroll the thing with the controller, even though you're not on the text. I'm gonna smile and wave. You smile and pretend he didn't just say that. I knew you'd get me. We understand each other. Someone trying to break your heart. That changes a person. Makes them want to do things they never thought they'd want to. Ha! I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for her. You know, I kind of forgot that this guy is the way he is. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on the bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Okay, I'm not American. I don't know American geography. How? And then let me just quickly look this up. Oh, goodness. Why is this wire so, like, annoying? Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's quite a distance away. I'll turn on my light. Yeah, that's quite a distance away. I think. Yeah, that's quite a distance. Like a whole Pennsylvania away, it looks like. Have you thought about seeing a therapist? That's not relatable. That I wouldn't say that at all. I'd never say see a therapist. Haha, that's interesting. Do you love her enough to make this? You know what? I might go with that. What is going? Wait, what? Huh? What? What is going on with this UI? Okay, I'm using the mouse. I'm using the mouse. And yet still better than than How Wonderland's controller support, which is being fixed for the Steam release. Saying this like I'm the developer advertising the game. I just know it's for the Steam release because I read the thing saying it's for the Steam release, and I use a controller when streaming visual novels because it's a heck of a lot easier for me, especially with this microphone in my way. I don't have like a stick on the side. It's just in front of my keyboard. Also, if I turn it, like, I will be How Wonderland's #1 glazer. I don't care. I love that game. like, actually love it. It's straight on my favorite visual novel, and I think Slay the Princess and Scarlet Hollow are 2 or 3. So. You're so worked up by the thought of losing her that you threatened to kill her, but actually giving birth to your child you created together and you're planning on running off. Of course, at the moment I actually respond. Even if you love her, think about whether the love is strong enough that you'd be able to handle raising a kid together. Think about how your actions could impact his life and whether removing yourself will be better for him in the long run. I'm not exactly going to say that I'm an expert on love. Definitely not an expert on children. What?
Self-voicing enabled.
What?
Self-voicing disabled.
What? Okay. I tried to go back and read the line, and then I accidentally activated narration, apparently. Say bye to Microsoft Sam. I'm putting him in the basement, and there will not be food supplied. Anyway, where do you say you were heading? Just a small town. You probably haven't heard of it. That's probably Scarlet Holler, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop till this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost no one goes up that way, though, actually. I had a couple of buddies who went there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler, you see. There's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. Never wanted that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, but thanks, but my buddy got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook. Are you allowed to just name drop Facebook like that? What? The other doing up there? Is that like allowed? I don't know. I hope they didn't die! He looks back at his phone for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you didn't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're broiled peanuts going at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much. Figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip: sometimes picking in dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Look, I'm sad that there's not a lie option. Yeah, if you say you're allergic to peanuts, you're canonically allergic to peanuts. I would be awkward to just take them. You take the peanuts. Thanks. You're welcome. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Bye, you peanut stranger. And just like that, the stranger is gone. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. Wasn't I just sleeping? The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much of a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Tabitha! Oh, we don't know his character's name yet. Mysterious character! I just... thumbs up. Just thumbs up for Tabitha. You see, printer. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from a few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. I'm not giving her the peanuts. Glad I said peanut. That could have been misconstrued. Horribly misconstrued. Okay, I said friendly. I'm not that friendly. I'm not that friendly. I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha. That's great. Thank you. Let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns in motion to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. Are you can just take brand names. No one can stop you. You follow her, clambering onto the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Yeah, so fun fact, I once went for a job interview, and the train station is nowhere near the town the train station is for. And it is like a half an hour walk down a pavementless road. It was awful. And that was one of the furthest job interviews I got through. I got to like stage 3 or whatever. Had a good time. Dialogue options able to explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. And not doing the Dead Mums Club bit. I can't actually believe we never met before this. You have your mom to thank for that. That, I guess. I'm not doing the Dead Mums Club bit! Why is there multiple ways to say this? Is there bad blood between us? You don't know me, and I don't know what my mum's problem with this side of the family. Your cousin stares straight ahead, her expression icy. My cousin, you need sleep. How are you holding up? Fine. Phew! Good to hear! I'm not picking these options. Typically, I will go for the, like, alternate options. I am not! I don't believe Abatha will respect if I try and literally pry open her feelings. Screw that. Okay, but if that ever changes, I'm hippie, alright? Sure. That's all I'm gonna say. You decide to sit inside with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. Dang. Half at the end of the wood looks a bit different than I remember. Aha! Slay the princess joke. Aha! I'm original. Aha! Alright, that should be the only time I make that joke. Wait, I made that joke yesterday. And here it is, the Starlight Estate. Even though I've seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartment in grey cities. Eh? Wait, I said I'm from Catford. Yes. To be fair, I actually don't live in that cramped of a place. I mean, it ain't big, but it's a lot better than I used to live in. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. As you stare at it perched on a crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. Hey, just like me, for real, for real. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Foyer? Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You hear doors creak on their hinges and aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering around anywhere if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room. The bathroom and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You leave your bags here for the time being. It's beautiful and clean. Alright, sounds bugging me. One second. For some reason, the Twitch chat was like overlaying the YouTube stream window, and it was bugging me. I love cursor changes. I currently got the Scarlet Hello cursor like on my other monitor. It's weird. It's like a corner peak. It's not actually like over. But I could probably install it. Oh no, I broke it. I broke it. Were you loaded to come from 4 to fix this dump? I'm gonna go with the nerd response. I feel like that would be my kind of response. The architecture here is breathtaking. It reminds me of the Biltmore estate. Holler. Ah! I don't care if there's not a U there. I screenshotted that. Oh, you can see that I've screenshotted it. Okay, I forgot I did the Renty thing so you can actually see Steam. I will be heavily editing that and sending it to my partner after the stream. Telling me marginally impressed. Didn't have you pegged as cultured. What? Believe it or not, this estate actually predates the Biltmore by nearly 3 decades. It used to be a crown jewel of the region, but times change and the attention of the masses are ever so fickle. Shall we begin the tour? Follow me. So before we move to the next scene, a fun fact, so the only version of the agonized face crumbling into dust gif that I have on me is the Scarlet Hollow version. So I just have if I ever want to use that reaction, it's Tabitha. And every time I use it somewhere new, I apologize because I don't know where to find the original. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through the long, dusty hallway. She deliberately steps over holes and tears in the floor. You do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Jancy. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild. I wouldn't if I were you. Yep, some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. I'm not picking that. I'm not picking that option. What if I want ice cream? You know, I do like a peanut butter sandwich. I can't lie, I do like a peanut butter sandwich, but I've never had it with jam. Or jelly. Yeah. I know, I personally, give me peanut, give me chocolate spread, slap that together with a bit of bread. So I will say I like it. PB&J, how do you know it's one of my favorites? I've already got the smile! It's so much more glorious than I remember! I didn't expect it this early! That smile can't be real. Game, what is going on? I didn't, but good for you. Is there somewhere... I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there someone in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? There's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though. So I won't be going with you. Alright. Pitch option, pitch option, pitch option, passive as hell. I just wanted to be nice. Well, I did also say your food sucks, but you get the idea. Sweet, thanks. Oh, good talk. It is a nice kitchen. I've been in worse. Genuinely. It's nice. It's a kitchen. All of the other options disappeared. I'm not going to ask about ice cream. I can live without ice cream, and canonically in my life, I'm lactose intolerant, so I probably wouldn't want it anyway. Alright, what's next? Oh, what's next on the top? Bathroom. Follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone! Why was I so excited to see a pisser? What? I didn't even prompt for that. I probably would have gone for it if prompted. That General Electric fridge. Also, kitty. I see the kitty in the back. As soon as you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Is that your cat? What's its name? Fru, do not try and pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Okay? You decide to follow Tabitha's advice. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through the long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a free night, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom, not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Alright, well, I've not been in a worse bathroom than this. It's a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. I love how you can't even be nice about the bathroom. If you are lying. Okay, outside of Cooking Companions, I don't think I've seen a worse bathroom. Have you seen a bathroom in Cooking Companions? That bathroom is rank. This toilet seat. Fox gets it from the bowl as you lift the seat. I'll live. You aren't you aren't desperate enough for this. I love screenshots. You know, on second thought, I don't think I need to go. You might as well try since you're there. Suck it up. You sigh and suck it up. A toilet's a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is a good place, isn't it? Do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Okay, I'm just gonna say, I'm very, like, passive a lot of the time. Probably more than I should be in regards to housekeeping. But my toilet has never gotten that bad. I have bleached down for much less. Next up, his bedroom. Last up on the top, follow me. I mean, it's a good way to show Tabitha's general state. But to be honest, you just need to look at her, and you can tell her general state. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. Look smart. This room smells old! Dust, mildew, and wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. I've dealt with, like, bad, musky, mildewy smells. To the point where I am, like, actually resilient to them now. Ugh. I had a fun time at work because someone brought in a real musky, mildewy rug, and I was the one who handled it because both of the people I work with were like, "This is the worst thing I've ever smelt," and I'm like, I've dealt with worse. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I gently washed them last week. I had to endure a half-hour roundabout kid to get to do it, so you better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff. You can hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. I kind of wish there was a nice option that... One sec, let me just envision if I was still living in London. This is great, way nicer than what I'm used to. Can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is genuine antique, handed down from the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. Are you allowed to just trash talk company names like this? What the flip is going on? Okay, one more. If this happens one more time, this will pass what I will call the Terry Crews threshold, which is that time where I was playing Old School Musical and straight up Terry Crews just appeared, and I know he wasn't. I know his likeness was not licensed. That was way too small of a studio to be doing it. I mean, for goodness sake, I was streaming the game. I don't exactly stream blockbuster AAAs. Apart from that one time with Expedition 33, but you know. That's technically indie, and I just wanted to show off. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me, I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Tip, some dialogue options would open additional conversation paths, some right away and others down the line. Look, I know I picked Booksmart, but I going to be honest, I genuinely struggle to read books. You know, we don't have to inherit our parents' bad blood. We can start fresh now that it's just us. Sometimes I wish I had a camera on me, because you can see my expression go from A to oh. Okay, I'm sorry I've been testy since you got here. You've been fine. There's a lot of pressure right now. Please just stay off my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. That I can do. I won't keep you, but we should hang when you get back. Let's see, there's a lot needs to get done. Your cousin leads through the front door. And now it's just you and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Go straight to the forbidden wing. Wing of the forbidden one. If I collect all 5, I win. I win the game. So in the room. And your cousin is gone. The aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back upstairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance of your room. Let's examine the painting. Must be an old relative of yours. Judging by the dates on the inscription, you've never heard of her, but you barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you should ask her about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Uh, check the closet. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dressing room instead of this closet. Must be decades of family history stacked up in here. I ain't touching it. Some things are better left untouched. You close the closet behind you. Let's put the clothes in the dress. Dustin! I missed you. Drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. The possum lurks within. It's quiet, but angry. I'm not gonna smack the possum. Offer the boiled peanuts. You hold out the still dripping bag of boiled peanuts. It hisses in disgust, stiffens, and begins to drool, feigning death. You close the drawer, you might as well leave it be. Based on the state of your house, you wonder if you'd better off keeping the clothes in your nice clean bag, but there's no going back now. Doesn't seem there's much else for you to do right now. Let's head to town. I'm not gonna just charge into the wing of the Forbidden One and do that next run. Mainly because I know for a fact that I wouldn't really be able to get in there. I've played these games before. Next run I'll do it though. Now that you're settled in, there's not much less for you to do than head out and explore the town. So you do just that. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back into town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. And again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. I will try and be buddy with Tabitha in both playthroughs, but that is the only real consistency. I want to just be friends with my cuz that I didn't know existed, and I want to try and bridge that gap. The second playthrough, Riley, yeah, I'm pretty sure she'd totally enjoy the whole ruling over a town with an iron fist kind of thing. I don't think Tabitha enjoys it, but you know. I think there's some common ground. It's really pretty out here. Finally, you made it back into town. You know, I went to Tunbridge Wells once, and the path to the shopping centre looked about this worn down. Actually, no, it looked worse because everywhere was shut apart from like a singular pub. I'm actually serious about that. It was bizarre. Like the actual shopping centre was fine. It was like a modern shopping centre, but the path to it was just dead, empty. It was weird. And this was pre-COVID, I think. Yeah. I don't remember. I believe it was pre-COVID. Pre-COVID was 7 years ago. Oh my goodness. Explains why the memory's so fuzzy. It was either pre-COVID or between, or like somewhere where restrictions lifted a bit in like 2020. Because yeah, I went with my dad and he ain't here anymore, so I have a definite deadline. I can't remember specifically when. Like it had to have been late 2019 or 2020 because I think I had my like web developer job at the time. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone to a city. Finally, you made it back to town. The Holler, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has a feeling of an idealistic country town, but the sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. Damn, just like me for real. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Doggy! Richard, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Mothman, hell yeah. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when he wants to be. He loves to get loose and cause havoc. Is that supposed to be a dog? Canonically, and by canonically I mean, like, in real life, I can be friendly to dogs, but I don't understand how to, like, handle them. I'm not a dog. I'm a cat person. I've made friends with, like, all the cats on my street, apart from one. But I am very much a cat person. And by made friends, I mean they don't run away when I approach. Oh, tell me more about this wonderful creature. Gladly. Her favourite food is cheese whiz. Her favourite toy is an old sock. I start to look like a squirrel. And her favourite show is Murder, She Wrote. You can't just name drop stuff like this. But can you? Let me look this up. I'm starting to get weirded out by this. I don't like the fact that it... What? Whoa, wait, oh, wait. I went to look up what I was looking up, and then it added to the N in, and then my two closest towns. Oh, it's Google. It's Google. Okay, that makes more sense. Sorry, usually I use Kagi, but the way that I got my stream set up, I used Google on the stream windows. Get the living daylights out of me for a second. Actually, wait, how does it know where I am? I didn't tell my location. I've just seen the icon for the game. Okay, it looks like it's a trademark issue. The heck? There is so much here. There is so much. Oh no. Oh no. What am I doing now? Alright, I don't know my legal stuff, but maybe? Wait, is that Wonderland Remaster's gonna have to change all the Pokemon stuff? Isn't there like an actual Pikachu plush in that game? Not like an actual, like it is straight up Pikachu. Alright. Sometimes I leave it on the background while I'm working to give her something to do. She actually sat on a little bed and watch it, like an old lady with her programs. Where are my manners? Talking to you for this long about introducing myself. I'm Selena. It's not often I see a strange face up in the Holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. I'm not dusty enough yet. You're in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Do I offer Selena my bag of nuts? I'm gonna find a real dumb moment to offer the bag of nuts. Introduce yourself. Hi, I'm C Printer. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I could think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her. All alone in that big house. Did you care? She's awful, and as far as I can tell, she openly hates me. That is incorrect. We have established that she doesn't straight up hate me. What do you want to know? Piece to know her pretty well. It's been a while, though, with her mum passed the other day. I just want to know she's okay. She's putting up a front. I don't think she's doing well. She's been icy, sure, but feels like she's putting it on as a front. She's always been a little rough around the edges. Don't joke. To be honest, it's always been hard to tell if that's just the way she is, or she's been putting on an actor all night. Dang, just like me, for real, for real. I'm worried about how much I'm saying that. I think she's been up in the old mansion all by herself. It'd probably be good for her now that you're staying here. There, even if she doesn't think so herself. You two friends? I was probably closer than most people with the gun to be able to call her a friend. School here is really small, so everyone at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she was a Scarlet. And we wound up bonding a bit when we wound up bonding a bit when we were both put into the school's production of A Midsummer's Night Dream. I was Pluck and he was Mustard Seed. As you might expect, she was more than a little prickly, but I was able to soften her up a bit in the end. And then she graduated, and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to go to dine for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Question. Biscuits mean something different in America, don't they? You have to look this up. That's a scone. What the hell? Hey, a biscuit? I'm just in shock and a bit of horror. That ain't a biscuit. All the pictures I've seen is either bread or a scone. What the hell? There's a picture of him next to like some bourbon biscuits. That's hilarious. No, that is close to a scone, I'd say. Oh, the Wikipedia article literally says at the bottom, scone. As a C also. Yeah, no, that's close to a scone. What do you Americans eat? What the heck was that? I'm glad I checked the difference, because I was expecting a digestive. I broke it again. I broke it. Right, there's the road less traveled update. I'm not gonna go for that content here because I'm going to be honest. I don't feel like a jerk enough. Maybe the next playthrough. Wink. I'm honestly surprised there's more than. Sure, why not? Awesome, let's go. Bottomless coffee for $1. I can't even get like a drink. Like the cheapest drink I can get is like a cup of tea for like £1.20 now. $1 for bottomless coffee sounds great. Man, let's go into Spoons. Actually, wait, how much is a coffee at Spoons? One second. Okay. Right. Oh. I have a love-hate relationship with Spoons. I mean, I don't have the money to consistently go to nicer places, and I think that the food is really nice, and the drinks are decently cheap. But as a company, I hate them. However, there's not really many options where I live, so it's basically Spoons or nothing. I I'm gonna be honest. I boycott enough rubbish. Okay, it's 185 for unlimited tea or coffee in Witherspoons. What's 1 5 pounds to dollars. 250? It's exactly 250. Okay, yes, exactly $2.50 for like an unlimited hot drink. So yeah, so this place is 2.5 cheap. Like yeah, 2.5 times cheaper than literally the cheapest freaking place I could think of. Slightly terrifying. Though to be fair, I did stay in London once, and they did some surprisingly nice meals in the hotel. And by hotel, I mean I went to like a cheap hotel. And by a cheap hotel, I mean it wasn't that cheap, but it was also smack bang in the middle of London. So it kind of it evened out. Cheaper hotels were farther away, if you get what I mean. It was nice. I stayed there because I was going to see the Proto Men live, and the hotel was literally down the road from the venue. So it's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna go. I had a great time, by the way. I love the Proto Men. Thinking of Act 3 again, I'm sad. Alright. The pleasant aroma of the greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air, in contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate. The diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. Okay, personal opinion, I don't find human life comforting. Take that as you will. I'm like actually serious. Like I genuinely like just alone is nice and comforting to me. Though to be fair, that manor is big enough to be creepy. All of which cries to a halt as all the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Apart from the cook in the back. Quietly slide into the nearest booth. You slide into the nearest booth, pretending you didn't notice everyone at the diner gawking at you like they'd just seen Bigfoot. Cryptid count 1. I'm not holding up a cryptid count. This would go way too long. They need to be shy. They don't meet many strangers, so it's kind of a big deal when someone new wanders into town. Especially since, well, they probably all know what you're here for, and by extension, who you're related to. Even if you don't know anybody, it's not easy keeping secrets in a town this size. As you settle into the booth, you can't help but pick up some of the murmurs in the conversation around you. Yeah, I'm listening. Stella turns to Gretchen while you take a quick look around the diner. At the counter, the two policemen and women assume you to be the owner shoots sidelong there. The woman you assume to be the owner shoots sidelong glances in your direction while whispering to each other. That must be Vivian's kid. Never thought we'd actually meet him. Looks so much like her. Oh, yes, those eyes are unmistakable. That haunted look. I always thought it'd go away once she finally got out this town. But I guess unhappiness was baked into her DNA. Dang, this character is relatable. A young mother and a syrup-stained child sit at the table across from you. Mommy, who's that? Don't stare, Tulip. Must be Miss Tabitha's cousin. Oh, so that's why they look so sad. I would look sad too if I had Miss Tabitha as a cousin. Do you think Tabitha's cousin is mean too? I don't know. Maybe I'll find out next time I go visit Miss Tabitha. Are you gonna finish your pancakes? They're almost cold, Sweet Pea, and we gotta go home to help Daddy. I've never seen this cutscene, which is weird because I played with Kenai. I don't remember this. In the far back corner, a man sits alone at a small table, sipping coffee and reading a paper. Ugh, why so many strange ones out there in God's blood? Why is always cold, but why is punks of snap? I'm assuming I'm in the whippersnappers category. I'm too plain and boring for punk. And, yeah, I don't think I'm a boy. I'd be great at physical comedy if I had a camera on. I did like a full routine of like checking myself. I don't know why, because no one's seeing it. I'm just sitting here alone, just like patting myself. Like what's going on here? Lastly, a group of coal miners sit hunched around the corner booth, readily scarfing down heaping plates of food. What do you think? Another young'un looking for mine work? No way. Clearly don't got the stomach for it. That's gotta be boss and cousin. There's a funeral this week if I'm remembering, for old Miss Pearland. May she rest in peace. Oh, let the lady rest, Sax. One should speak ill of the dead no matter how foul they were, especially before they've been so much as laid to rest. Been around her in her heyday, you'd be speaking ill too, Rodriguez. He's right. Nastiest woman I ever met. That Tabitha is a blessing compared to her. There's a whole lot of them. May every scarlet burn in hell. That's enough of that. I'm trying to think of a joke about like walking into a place and being immediately hated, and I couldn't think of one that wasn't like inflammatory or just really sad. Hey Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for little lady. Christian sniffs the bacon and digs in. Hint! Tip, you can press Y or the triangle button on your gamepad to hide the text box at any time. Yeah, on my controller it's X. I'm using an 8-bit Duo Ultimate controller, and the buttons are they're visually the buttons are mapped to Switch or Nintendo controls. So yeah, on my controller is X. Whoa! I'm gonna act like I've never done this before. Anything for you? Name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Great. Let's see. Non-binary to non-binary communication. The peanuts. Oh my goodness, the look of disappointment. That was worth it. Can I adjust my chair? That's better, okay. I was leaning back too far, I was worried if my microphone was... Okay, now I'm leaning too forwards. Hey. There we go. You hold out the still dripping bag of boiled peanuts. Gretchen sniffs at the spatters of brine at the table and licks her lips expectantly. No thanks. I shouldn't be taking gifts while on my shift. Anything I can get you, though? I should order a biscuit, because personally I don't like coffee. I'll have a biscuit, please. I heard they're really good. Best in the country. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Well, you have the chance to respond. They're gone. I'm glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. You know, if you ever want to get rid of those peanuts, there's a trash can right by the door. I was at least nice enough not to not to open the nut bag in front of Tabitha. At least I'm good to my cousin. Anyway, funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always a reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so there'll be a special occasion. You sound way too happy that there's an event going on straight after my aunt's funeral, thank you. Jeez Louise, 1 second. Jeez. You know what? It's a shame the reading adventures for kids. I was excited to do something at the library. I like libraries. Look, just because I'm genuinely terrible at reading doesn't mean I don't like libraries. I got a library card. I've like loaned out books from the library. Just because it's for kids doesn't mean it isn't fun. And Oscar's all about keeping things on theme, so this month's gonna be a bunch of ghost stories. I think he's going to get spooky bookies. You know, like how a ghost would say it. Oh my goodness. You can be such a jerk. Oh my god, that's perfect. Cool, we should check it out this week. It's really just an afternoon. Any idea what you want to do for the rest of the week? Da, 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 da. Do you have something in mind? Something's telling me this is kind of a loaded question. I mean, yeah, she is kind of insistent. Was I being that obvious? My job means I spend a lot of time in the woods for the camera, and it's always better when there's someone else there to. Also, if I can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Have you ever gone lost in the woods with a camera? It's actually really fun. I've done it a couple of times. It's genuinely really fun. Here's your biscuit. When he sits on the house, she sends her condolences. You haven't introduced yourself. I mean, it's kind of obvious. Like I'm getting beat over the head by the fact that it's really obvious that I am like related to the family that's just had a massive death. So that's fair enough. But you haven't introduced yourself is a hell of a horror line. I look like a charity. Oh my god. You didn't have to do that. No worries. Hope you enjoy it. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles to your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. Ugh. Ugh. Look, I'm finding it scones. I'm happy to eat a scone. It's just describing it as a biscuit. Ugh. Too British for this. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Sorry. I was just thinking about if I did that in real life, I'd probably feel awful. Truly, this is the perfect biscuit. Lie, I've had better. I love that this is canonically the best biscuit you've ever had, and you have to lie to get out of that. I'm just gonna say, whoa. Whoa, this is a really good biscuit. Wow. What you're missing is me looking into the distance with a horrified look on my face. The cultural differences really run deep sometimes, don't they? I'm so glad you like it. Everything was at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned that she's famous? Oh, hey, Faring, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Ugh. Ugh. I'm making a cross with my fingers. Get behind me, thou demon. I think that's a Bible quote. Please ignore the fact that I am currently on YouTube streaming right this moment. Though to be fair, I wouldn't call YouTube my job. I'd say I'm a Twitch streamer. Nah, but really, I'm in it for the love of the game, which is what I tell people when I say, hey, I might want to get this art, use of this art monetized, but honestly, I ain't gonna use it monetized wise. I'm just in it for the love of the game. Like the art, I got art of one of my OC's Fiona on my wall, and when I commissioned that, I did pay extra, so I have a license to use it in monetized content. Which is really cool, actually. I do have another bit of art that will actually genuinely, hopefully, be showing up in streams at some point. It's gonna be great. My streaming comeback, I have forced myself into it by actually throwing money at it. So I have to do it, otherwise I've wasted enough money for it to annoy me. Basically. March is going to be real fun. Also, I'm not going to be working as much in March, so it's going to be actually really fun. I I'm kind of tempted just to go, ugh. What kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. Cryptid count +1. You should really check out her channel, C Printer. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be the river one. You know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. The River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Lo-fi beats to chill and study. Scared in Darwoods 3. Haunted ice cream parlor. I can't properly read the username. Oh no, I can read it. It looks like gibberish. I'm screenshotting this purely to make edits. Then it pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. I'm sure there is a very easy Mori joke. Oh! Fusion! Trait fusion! From the shape and body of the little pixelated ears sticking out its head, you can definitely tell it's some variety of big cat. Though they've long been considered extinct in the region, mountain lions used to live in these parts. Who's to say it isn't part of a remnant population? What? Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also have people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara, that must have escaped from the local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the only one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Looks like a big cat. Maybe it's a mountain lion. It's a mountain lion. That's great. I'll go. This is like, I don't think there's many times you can combo the like traits, so I'm just gonna go with it. It's a mountain lion. You can even kind of make out its kitty ears. It used to be part of the natural range. Maybe I'm looking at part of a remnant population. No, no way. I had a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found Jack Squat. There's no reason one would be swimming in a river like this. They're not fans of water. It was too short to be a mountain lion. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping these things as exotic pets. Kind of a Suagela type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free and now will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things you do around town, I was planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you want to come along. It's pretty easy. It's a pretty easy one this week, and I wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. Gretchen looks terrified. Isn't that just worse, Bigfoot? Uh-oh. Stinky. Doesn't the skunk ape live in Florida? Oh, you know your stuff, don't you? I knew you'd make a great partner. It mostly lives in Florida, but there's been sightings as far north as Virginia. Okay, I was remembering that map I saw earlier that I looked up Virginia and New York. While I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over clinged to a seaman on a deck, playing tug of war with her dog. They're small enough to land on a steam deck? That was terrible. For a bit of context, when I first played this, it was on my Steam Deck. Okay, that was it. And I leave no stone unturned. I decided it'd be worth investigating. So, what'd you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera free, narrate against darkening sky, that sort of thing. Just for context, I have a qualification in media studies, a qualification in photography, and a higher level qualification in graphic design. So, yeah, I could do that. Are you actually asking me, a stranger, to follow a girl I just met into the woods, unknown at night, to chase after dangerous beasts? I'm gonna have to decline. There's a disturbing amount of options here. Just no. You know what, against my better judgment. Judgment, yes. Against my better judgment, yes, I will follow a girl I just met into the woods at night to chase after dangerous beasts. Sounds fun. I hope I don't lose my judgment. I feel like, I don't know, smack my head to my desk or something to reset my mind. When you put it that way, it sure does sound like this is a bad idea, but trust me, we'll have a great time. It's been a while since I've had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. This could be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'd kind of be like a blast from the past. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. That gets me thinking. Wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close at the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we'll get him to come out of his cave, if he's up for it. Game is like a psychic assault against me. Not the proper spelling of Reese! Personal law, I am part Welsh. Which I think means I'm allowed to make as many sheep jokes as I want. Yeah, that line just came out of my mouth. I didn't expect that. Reese is spelled R-H-Y-S. Welsh way. The proper way. This stream is like the only time I've ever had pride in my country. My goodness. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come over or? Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind. Oh, I was just wanting to ask if you want to come to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. Okay, honestly, it makes it sound like she and this Reese, are gonna freaking, like, take me into the woods, smack me in the back of a shovel, and, I don't know, cut me for parts. Yeah, I'd be kind of into that. They're Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah. Here for a week. Anyway, we're going out to look for the skunk ape. We could check the usual trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring him. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Why? He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in town are. Is he okay? He's not feeling well. That's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so. But I feel like he's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. Ugh! That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I said I'd be friendly. Um, yeah, I said I'd be friendly. That's the only reason I picked that. We're going mildly against canon. I just shuffle in my seat awkwardly, but that wasn't an option. Awesome. I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We got a skunk ape to hunt. Friendship can wait? So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. He paused before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Leave a tip. Leave a generous tip. You can't afford to leave a tip. Don't leave a tip. You didn't spend any money. I'm leaving a tip. Well, now I feel like a jerk. You reach into your pockets and pull out a single crumpled dollar bill and a quarter. As long as you don't get sick of peanut butter and jelly, your meals will be free while you're here. Share the wealth while you got it. You think to yourself. You leave some money on the table and follow Stella out the door. Alright, I'm not ending the stream yet. Oh, goodness. Been at this for over an hour and a half. I'm just gonna BRB, because, going to be honest, I need drink. I need drink. So I'm gonna go grab a drink, because these voices are messing up my throat. I'm also gonna restart VLC. I think the script I used to start VLC broke. So, let's see, where is my music drive? I used to have this routine where I load up a certain folder, I'd do some spam posting on a Discord server, and then I could go out of that and then go into my music folder on my drive, but I don't really do that spam folder thing anymore. Not because I didn't want to, it's because I ran out of content. Alright. BRB. Be back in a few minutes. Alright. I'm too old for this. I'm just gonna, like... I'm gonna be honest, I thought this was gonna go a lot quicker than it is. Why do I always do that? The only time I haven't done that was, yesterday. Yesterday playing that, Quiet, Below the Quiet, or Quiet the Below. The fishing game. Honestly, thought I was going to be able to get more than 10 minutes out of that. Which isn't a complaint, it was a game jam game made in 3 days. The fact that it functions at all is brilliant. So. Alright, I will be back in a little bit. Okay, enjoy the music, hopefully it works. I have returned. Apologies for taking so long. I was frantically searching for some. I thought I had a half bag of mints in my freezer, but I didn't, so I've just had to put out a full bag of mints. Oh, wahoo! Okay, so I didn't mean the game, did I? Okay, I'm learning. I'm learning. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips lower and lower on the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel... I mean, I'm kind of tempted just to respond with nothing. Oh, I'm on the wrong scene. That explains a lot. I knew I was forgetting something! Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, at the risk of revealing too much about myself, I would feel tense or thing. Age 11? See, I haven't played this game in a year and a half. Well, nothing. You aren't particularly worried about or invested in what happens tonight, and you're just along for the ride, putting one foot in front of the other until it's over and you get to sleep. Yeah, that sounds about right. Just for the record, I like streaming. It's just like, I, I'm not the most emotional person. Okay, I'm either feeling nothing or feeling everything at like 200%, and there's like no in between. Yippee! Why do you think I answered yes when Everhood said, "Are you depressed?" Sorry, Everhood 2. To be fair, Everhood 2 also said, "Do you play Fortnite?" So I don't know how trustworthy that quiz was. I thought it was going to ask me for about £3 to get my IQ results. Aha. I love this brisk fall winter. The past summer was the hottest on record since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer's the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel the chill in the air and the leaves change. Like humanity is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if this is a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. You ever hunt anything that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing. That is a look of, I've been asked this before. Yeah, for sure. Used to go over after all sorts of spooky stuff. Never had much luck though, especially when it comes to ghosts. Back when I started doing solo vids, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera, in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floor. But when all said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I'm sure as heck I haven't seen any myself. Dang. Ugh, I felt some weird... I felt like I had multiple shadows on me, like I was being foreshadowed. Strange. Well, also, I kind of lump with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals. The werewolf lord lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know, I honestly don't want to consider the possibility they exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed for an eternity in flames. But let's all hope it's a bunch of bunk, am I right? Aliens! Did I just do a meme from, like, 2010? What's wrong with me? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Do you see the UFO government videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they've absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens because we know they're real. See, that's what the government wants you to think. Oh, doggy in the background. Love you. Doggy. Aliens exist. I'm not too sure they visited Earth. The chance that anything beyond a single-cell organism exists anywhere close enough to realistically travel to Earth, combined with the even smaller chance that life form existing on the same place as us, combined with the even smaller chance that those organisms have invented and perfected space travel to the extent they can casually visit other worlds, the chances are low. Let me say that much. Low, but not zero. Anyway, agree to disagree, but I've heard some neat stories. What? Every time the menu comes up, I say what in the exact same way. I used to know somebody who knows somebody who heard the story from this trucker in Fayetteville. His truck stopped in the middle of the road, just shut down completely, even though he had a tank full of gas. And suddenly it looked like daylight outside. He could see cows in the fields, birds in the sky, and this metallic, like, egg thing appeared in front of his truck. He passed out, and when he woke up, he was missing one of his pinkies. It was like he'd never been there before. It was just smooth skin where the pinky should be. He knows it's a second-hand source, but it's plenty more like it, and if they are true... It could have been the government. I'm saying that. Could have been the government. You shrug. Could have been the government, not like the history of conducting weird experiments on people. Sure, the government does mess up stuff on the daily, but the way I see it, I have about as control of what they do as I would extraterrestrial being. So if I have no control of these things, I may as well choose to think that it's been aliens all this time and let a little joy into my heart, you know? Dang. Besides, it's not like it matters which of us is right, or if either of us is right at all. I'll die one day and so will you, and eventually no one will be left who remembers us or what we did in our life. What? I thought this was meant to be an uplifting chat, and now we're talking about that we're gonna die and no one will remember us? Don't try and disarm me with your nihilism. I haven't had this conversation before. Looks like I already did. Oh. Oh, she's good. I didn't expect a nihilistic rant from her. What? See, in my own characters and stuff, there is a reason that you only ever see like 2 alien populations. The first one being a complete freak accident, and the second one hunting the first one, and nothing else. That's it. Crap. There's like 5,000 years of like timeline, and you only ever see 2 alien species in the entire thing because the chances are so ridiculously low that more than one is ridiculous without like a lead. Anyway, let's move on. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, your butt. Yeah, sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were... Some creature of darkness. No, girlie, just old Duke. Now what the hell you looking for all the way out here? Skunk ape? Sorry I asked. And who's this you sucker I'm coming with you? Wait a tick, you aren't. Is that? Yep. I see. Welcome to the Holler. My condolences. I'll keep you. Another stranger, another opportunity for a salty introduction. I didn't take the nuts when I last played. What? Dare I offer the nuts? Do I keep my nuts to myself? I kind of just want to see Stella's reaction more than anything, so I will offer the nut. You hold out the slippery bag in front of Duke. It's grown quite fragrant since you last put it in your rucksack, like the scent of old beer, but you're pretty sure this is what it's meant to smell like. Well, peanuts? In your backpack? No, I'm all set, thank you. Now both y'all head back to town, you hear? Best you steer well clear this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter, and I don't be all to appreciate it if a couple of fools with a camera scare away the most sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? See anything like that recently? Could be me. Except I'm too clean. And I'm gonna be honest, not that hairy. Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Rich. Put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. Yeah, you did, but I'd have to see a shred of proof you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chuckabungas or what have you. Something's been getting to my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and I can't lose many more than that. Huh. I wonder if the skunk ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it. I do, actually. Those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't have found one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting my chickens. Couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and those were iffy. Can't believe you out there on your YouTube saying some river monsters by a couple of school-age Boy Scouts is 100% confirmed. Appalachian cougars are some far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people posted on you. Sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to stick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I'm carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. And if you two don't want to face for the buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out the woods. Don't come to the woods tonight. Right on! Kill that mountain lion! Yeah, I'm not getting involved. This doesn't involve me. He stands awkwardly by as the two continue to argue. Duke, you're just wasting your time. Give us one night out here to see what we can find. I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this. Yeah, right. It gets some shaky footage of a raccoon and claim it's a heretofore. Unknown creature, does heat ray vision or some such nonsense. I know what I'm looking for, and there's no way I'm backing down. I've got a film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that will mean for my career. You ain't the only one on schedule. As you well know, my boy Bo and me heading down to the state fair to show off Big Betty. We'll be gone in the whole week, so Chicken Coop might as well be a big all-you-can-eat sign on it. You know how I feel about my chickens. Couldn't take it if I lost any more of my little ladies. I don't see why I need to be involved in this. I'm out. Nice. Let's just go, Stella. Not gonna budge. You're right. No point in losing any more time arguing. Fine, we'll head back to town. Break a leg out there, Duke. Break your what now? I mean, good luck, old man. Alright, have a nice night. I'm taking a sip of drink. That Duke's voice is too much for me. You and Sarah return to the trail. She carefully looks back at the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll let us get around him. Oh, we aren't actually heading back to town? Oh, you don't have to worry about old Duke. I've been tracking with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. Refuse to elaborate. Leave. What, are you kidnapping me? Hey, you don't want to dip out now. The sun's about to set. Things are about to get good, I know it. There are so many more options than I remember. Oh, hello! Hello, happy to see you. I hope you're having a absolutely lovely day, morning, night, evening, time. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Am I? Come on. Come on. Ah, wonderful. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? I think I'm back. If I went down before... Oh, wonderful. I hope you heard my hello. I am sorry. I just completely went down suddenly. I, I think I knocked my plug for my network switch, so it just took everything down. Okay, hopefully the rest of the stream is mildly uneventful. Great, I promise it'll be chill. If it makes you feel any better, not much usually happens on these hikes. We'll probably just head home pretty soon after it gets dark. Duke will never know we're up here. There's a great overlook just up the path. We can start there. A path in the wood. Wait, what? What? I'm sorry, what do you mean a path in the woods? I promised I would stop making those jokes. Also, how have I not gotten this achievement? I swear I've done this before. Oh no, alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. Ahem. As night falls on my new assistant, the mysterious sea printer, and I find ourselves on this high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountain, where we find our hunt for the elusive, pungent skunk ape. They're mostly encountered in Florida. The possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all over the southern edge of the United States, including right in this very country. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellas. I can take the camera off your hands for now. We'll start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. Have you played this before? Yes, I have played this before. I played it a year and a half ago, so I haven't played it in 2 major updates. I started playing it when Chapter 4 was like the new thing. In the meantime, we'll get to take in all that gorgeous scenery. Okay, nature out here is incredible. Breathtaking. Hard to take in what to do with all the danger. Being this far from civilization stresses me. Being better, not a fan of bugs. So distracted from not wanting to be out here anymore. Just look into her eyes. Or silence. Yeah, I'd say the nature out here is incredible. Look, there's even a dog. The nature out here is incredible. I'm so used to only seeing pigeons and rats. I can't wait to whip out my copy of Guide to Birds of Wildlife from Western North Carolina and go to town on some identifications. Wait, I own that? He might wind up being a little disappointed. I feel like it's been real quiet around here the past week or so. I guess everyone's flying even more south for the winter, or maybe they've been scared off. Maybe by a very bad smell. A bad smell attached to a mysterious ape. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud percussive snort. It's a deer, and this noise means it's alerted the rest of its herd to danger. Oh, a deer! Why can I say it's Duke back with his shotgun? I know what the sound is. Death has come for me at last? Fair enough. That's a deer, isn't it? They kind of snort to warn the rest of their herd about predators. Could be. Let's check it out. You and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods. She reaches for her flashlight. Oh! Single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light, while Gretchen whines and pulls at a harness. And then it's gone. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. Look, as Deer Fan's strongest warrior, I'm horrified. Just for context, I have so many deer on my mantelpiece. I mean, they're reindeer because finding deer merch is shockingly hard. But, you know, she cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? There was something wrong with that deer. Did you see its face? Yeah, it looked kind of messed up, didn't it? It's never too late to turn back. I don't actually think I'm really cut out for this sort of thing. Those deers genuinely spooked me. I don't know if you want me weighing you down. Don't be too hard on yourself. You just aren't accustomed to the sounds of the forest yet. When you get to your first few night hikes, everything sounds like some horrible monster just waiting for an opportunity to shred you to bits. Then eventually you realize it's mostly deer and raccoons. I'm sure that deer's gonna be fine. Yeah, I'm very sure that deer's gonna be perfectly fine. No deer-related horrors in front of my eyes, please. Which probably won't go after you. Here, let's take a quick snack break before we get into the night activities. Maybe some food will settle your nerves. Dang, don't I have the best thing for this snack break? As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. I have my own snack on me. Can't I eat the peanuts? I'm a snack bar kind of person. I didn't see what that said. Uh... Yeah, I'm just going to... I saw good choice, and that was about it. I'm sorry. You... I see those lights in the corner. On the side. You and Stella settle down over the overlook, snacks in hand. And as the quiet sounds of the evening wildlife wash over you, Gretchen gnaws at a stick, distracted for the time being. Are these new sprites? These are different from the sprites that were there like a minute ago. And by that I mean Stella's face looks rendered completely differently. Kind of distracting. So, tell me what it's like in Catford. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be a sea printer. Okay. Live alone in a stingy apartment. House with 10 roommates. Doorless basement that floods when it rains. Apartment with a difficult roommate. A shed in someone's yard. Internet cafe. I'd rather not say, shrug and remain silent. Let's see. Oh, difficult roommate option is funny if you haven't seen it. You know what? Yeah, I'll go for it then. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I did find a guy, an old roommate of mine had to move in, and then they just left and stuck me with him. He's not the worst roommate I've ever had, so I can't complain too much. Biggest issue is a complete lack of respect for any boundaries. I'm trying to backseat. I'm not. Look, I'll take suggestions. I'm happy. I'm happy to just go with the flow, really. If there's some silly line of dialogue, I'm more than happy to see it. He sleeps on the couch in the common area most nights. Always unlocked. He still bites out my food, which he thinks he's being really sneaky about. But there's nothing sneaky about having to have a huge bite of your freshly made sandwich when there's only 2 of us living there, even if I'm in the other room when it happens. Stella's face. And he infringes on my privacy all the time. If I close the door to my room, he just starts screaming, and sometimes even attack the door until I open it and just walk away like he's has a complex about closed doors. Which of course also means he doesn't close the door when he's doing his business, almost like he wants me to watch him. At least once a week he somehow misses, and these big pee puddles which I always wind up stepping in. It's gone to the point where I think he's causing lasting damage to the house, and no matter what I say or do, he just doesn't get through to him. Anyway, sorry for the rant. I could go on for hours about this guy. I work with someone like that. I mean, yeah, he's a cat, but he's a particularly horrible cat. It's not like I can just give him away or anything. That would be cruel. Oh, I don't think you were here for it. Gunderlinda, but I mentioned I'm more of a cat person, so My mum has a couple of cats, and they have gotten like that before. Oh my goodness. Oh, probably shouldn't have said I work with someone like that before the big reveal, should I? Wait, he's a cat, like the animal? Yeah, his name is Truck. I'm terrified I won't get my security deposit back because of what he's done to the place. So, what do you do for a living? Programmatic ads, autographs, special associate, streamer, student, teacher, service. I'd rather not say. I mean, the closest to me would probably either be programmatic ads or service. I think the saddest to reach that vibe is service. I mean, I could also say I'm a streamer. Yeah, okay, I'm a streamer. I don't make any money off this. I ain't partnered. There aren't any ads as far as I'm aware. If there are ads, then I will not be happy. But the streamer thing is for the love of the game, ain't there? I'm not streaming to like go, yeah, I'm gonna make all the monies. I'm just kind of streaming just because it's fun. I'm gonna say service industry because that sounds really sad. I work in the service industry. I'm on my feet all day getting yelled at for things beyond my control, and I mostly get paid in tips. I'm gonna leave it at that, because if I say my actual thoughts on my job, I'm not recovering from it. You leave it at that. For a moment, you think you catch something in the tree line from out the... Oh, the lights on the left are gone. At the corner of your eye before you can see anything. It's gone. I think I saw something out there. It might be the skunk ape. You best to pretend we weren't... pretend it wasn't watching us. We wouldn't want to scare it off. What about you? What's your story? Richard and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Do you live alone? Yeah, the place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore, and the Holler's a small enough place that the other folks don't need roommates. I'm doing my best not to comment on dead parents, okay? You hold your silence. I'm not uninterested. I'm just not. I just showed up. I'm not gonna pry into everyone's private lives. It's showtime. Everything else just went quiet. There was all sorts of wildlife a second ago, and now it's quiet. Alright, and whatever made that sound, it's close. Yeah, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Why, you don't care about her parents being dead, Brutal? It wasn't like that, I promise! It was either say nothing or make a comment that I feel would be close to bringing up the Dead Mums Club, which I refused to do twice. Hey, doesn't that harness not fit? Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. Oh. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2, 3 feet tall. It doesn't look hairy either. I think we can rule out skunk ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it headed north. Let's go after it. I was on board with you this whole time. That is a lie. What have you gotten me into? Just the best part of cryptid hunting. But let's talk about it later. If we're catching this thing, we gotta go now. Stella sprints into the woods in pursuit, leaving you no choice but to run after her, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by a leash. Ow! Oh god, the monsters will get you first! Oh! Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh no. Poor thing, it must have been one of Duke's. Oh Jesus, it's still alive! Guess we have to hold on the camera. Ahem. It seems we have found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she is not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but it definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor. Could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Wait, do you hear that? Stella?
Stella, I swear to God! I didn't just tell you to go on home. Birdie? Birdie! Oh no, what's happened to you, sweetheart?
Dude, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her.
Jesus H. Christ.
There's something really wrong with all the animals we've seen tonight.
Oh goddamn shit, it's like some sort of plague. Better not be contagious.
What are we supposed to do now?
Taking my bird, we're getting the hell out of here.
As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around. Gently at first, barely a whisper. But then a guttural moan, and another, till suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. Dang, just like me. I think we should get out of here.
Agreed, we've had enough excitement. Come on, Birdie, let's get you home.
You guys hearing this? He starts filming again. As Duke scoops up the injured Bertie, the voices in the tree intensify. Like you're all suddenly surrounded, with strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder.
What in the hell is that?
You're tightening on the leash, pulling you from behind.
Don't you step another foot closer or I'll shoot. Don't think I won't.
The man hesitates and as the thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Bertie, tucked under Duke's arm. The leash is fully drawn taut. There's a sudden looseness. Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along the din around you. You and Stella turn in just in time to see another creature slithering out from the bush. Gretchen whines and barks, reaching a fervid pitch as another creature malformed hand grasps at her. Oh my god!
What's going on over there?
As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A patter of unnatural feet and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way to grasp for Bertie and the old oddly joined limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as pause, watching the other creature attempt to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded.
Shit! Get your grubby hands on my bird!
Well, this is the choice! I'm bad with choices, especially big ones. I really don't know what one to pick. This is a horrible scene, by the way. I think the last time I played this, I had was like power build, so I was able to avoid the conflict. Most powerful but we need to. I'm weak, okay? I'm gonna help Gretchen. That's my choice, and I regrettably stick by it. I kind of can't really help everyone here. You die for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away by the thing's misshapen hands. You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind leg, its mouth opening, whispered tones of sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. Old man versus doggo. In this case, doggo won. I'm sorry. But then there's a deafening blast of Duke's shotgun and suddenly it's gone. Duke? Oh my god, what do we do? Okay, first things first. I grab Gretchen. Well, I'm definitely getting demonetized. There, step 1 is done. Gretchen is safe. Okay, great. Step 2. What's step 2? Your Duke voice, very cool. Thank you very much. It was absolutely awful to do. My throat very much hurt. Wow, there's a lot of options still. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not usually someone to swear too much, but holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, what the fuck? Okay. Deep breaths. We have to do something. Well, what if we chase after those things? Get as much footage as we can. It's the only way anyone will believe us about what happened. We owe it to Duke. Are you sure this is a good idea? No, but we're already in this deep. Khan can dig in a little deeper. Lead the way. There's more of them. A lot more of them. They leer at you from the trees, no longer hiding as they bellow their strange calls out into the night. Stella films as she runs, narrating to an invisible audience. Darn. Wish that was me. We are being pursued, I think, by these weird things. It seems like they're all riled up from what just happened. The two of you come to a stop at the edge of a clearing. Okay, we seem to have found a nest or a crop circle of animals. God, that smell! The air here is flavoured with rot. A perversive stench rising up from the spire of the corpses to patterns of rock. Bertie's been placed along them. her body laying still as the creature crouches protectively over her. Gretchen seems upset, shaking in Stella's arms with him and whimpering quietly. At the sounds of the dog's disquiet, the creatures flow out of the woods and surround the clearing. Dead eyes peer out from the pale, doughy faces, watching the two of you and the small, terrified dog. Blubber incoherently to express your fear and desire to leave. You tug on Stella's sleeve, making yeah, I think we have enough visage now. Let's get out of here. The two of you take a few steps back from the clearing and turn, start running together back through the woods, driven by a deep animal instinct to get away from whatever those things are. They're everywhere! God, how many of these things are there? They reach out to you from between the bushes and tree branches, grasping for anything they could get a hold of, their howls filling the night. We're almost there. You and Stella reach the main road, and whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they stopped following us. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. Put bars in your pocket. Take one guess at, yeah. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. And 13 text messages. I didn't think Tabitha would be so needy. It's nothing important. Whoa. Calling her. Try and call Tabitha, but go straight to voicemail. Text that I'm okay. Tabitha seems worried. It's pretty late, isn't it? Stella pulls out her phone and dials. Hello? Oh, it's Stella Richmond. I'm up in the mountain on the... I was going the trail. Duke is dead. Oh. Shotgun. It happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry. Jesus, oh, who's gonna tell Bo? I guess now we wait. It takes a little while, but eventually the patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walk 2 officers. Sheriff Hugsby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses, despite it being the middle of the night. See? Right there. A thing jumps out of the woods and then the shotgun goes off. What in Sam Hill? What is that? Some kind of Pillsbury Doughboy? Could have been a maniac. As the video reveals the creature's nest, Franklin ever so slightly lowers his sunglasses.
A whole bunch of naked maniacs.
What the hell is that? Some sort of crop circle? They killed Duke.
Uh-huh. Now, we're gonna have to confiscate this camera, Miss Richmond, if you don't mind. This is evidence.
But okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. You notice Stella pops something out of her camera and slide it up her sleeve. Oh no, the forest is full of nudists. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Tumor infesting nudists. Here you go, Deputy Franklin.
We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, it's Sheriff Hugsby and I.
Please call me Earl.
Earl and I will escort you. Who are you exactly?
That's C Printer. They came into town today for the funeral.
C Printer is in...
Tabitha's cousin, yeah.
Damn! Didn't think you'd actually show. We'll escort you both back to town. There's a naked maniac on the roofs if you don't walk back on your own.
It wasn't that... Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Could attack someone else.
Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. But that's morbid. We only have a skeleton crew at this point. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs. Retrieving Duke will have to wait. Now, if you kindly step inside the vehicle, we can leave you to.
Do we have to ride back with you? We can't just walk. Those creatures left. We'll be fine.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to for your own safety.
Stella sighs. Okay, thank you.
You can ride out front with me, little lady. That is, if your mama permits.
Sure, I'll Gretchen on your way back to town. The cops usher you and Stella back into back of their squad car.
You are just the cutest little thing, Miss Gretchen. Yes, you are.
Sheriff Hugsby pats Gretchen on the head affectionately, but she remains wholly focused on Stella. A worried look stretched across her little pug face as Hugsby scratches from behind her ears. Stella is quiet and stiff next to you, back rigid as she stares out the window, jaw clenched. I mean, is that really something we need keen eye for? Hey, Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. I just keep quiet. You sit quietly, watching the trees pass in the light of the headlights. Every now and then, I fall apart, and the hero comes like a... you think you see a pale, anguished face staring at you before it slips back into the darkness. Yeah, that's just my reflection. Soon, a rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the car comes to a stop in front of a small cottage.
You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name was. I pee freely? Fox Mulder? I gotta go with I pee freely.
I pee freely.
Sure, you're in town for the funeral. Good. I don't want you leaving before then. Actually, we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you seem to know. Stella, keep an eye on for us.
Oh no.
Self-voicing disabled.
Whoops. The voices of the woods of company.
Make sure they don't get into any more trouble. Y'all have a good night now. Bye-bye, Gretchen. You have yourself a lovely evening. If any bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch.
And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth would you want to walk home? That's a fair question. I've just had bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them, and I don't like getting into them unless it's literally a question of life or death. Which I guess tonight was. Sorry if I weirded you. God, what a weird night. How are you holding up? How am I holding up? I mean, not great, but I'm alright about you. I can't believe they just implied that you're a suspect, even after we showed them all that footage. Even after we found that nest! But it's okay. I'm not gonna let anything bad happen to you. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it will never hold up in court. And it won't get to that point either, because we're going to do a little investigating on our own. We got to find out more about those things if we can get clearer footage, or better yet, trap one of them. There's no way they can blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they had and never come across anything like this. There is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't too far. We should head over now before it gets any later. I should probably check in on Tabitha, because I'm going to be honest. Uh, I'm probably in trouble. I'm in danger. Should probably check in on Tabitha. My friend's place is on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't take long. Sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to head up that mountain road by myself after everything that's happened tonight. Sigh in resignation. Oh, fine. Let's do this. Awesome, let's go. Getting kidnapped again. Holler Chapter 1 is just kidnapping simulator, except you're an adult. I hope she's still awake. Ella knocks on the door. Out the corner of your eye, you spot a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. Didn't hear it approach. Stella? I think someone's watching us. She turns to look.
Zebra.
Jesus!
Welcome home.
Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure's already gone. Disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Miss Forsyth. This is C Printer. Is it okay if we come in? Of course, of course. You're in luck. I just put the water on for her business tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Really need a keen eye to spot a demonic figure in the road. Welcome to my little nook. That keen eye, book smart combo, baby. Your eyes can't help but wander towards the plant that Sybil keeps in a tea shop. You recognize two of them as a castor bean and Olinda. Each plant has its medical uses, but each plant used improperly is also extremely poisonous. It's nice to finally meet you, C Printer. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul. She'd be sorely missed in the Holler. Now poor Pearl Ann's gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Do I offer the nut? Aren't Oldlander and Castorbean poisonous? Aren't you a sharp one? They very much can be, but don't their flowers bloom such lovely shades? Alright, time to offer the nuts. I'm offering them to everyone apart from Stella, apparently. Stella just looks more and more awkward the more this happens. You hold out your bag of peanuts as a gift to Sybil. She offered you and Stella tea after all, and it's only polite to offer something in return. Oh my, thank you for the kind offer, dear, but I'm afraid it's far too late for me to have something so salty. Who was that outside? He doesn't deserve your nuts. Probably not. Yeah. Who was that outside? Just a very sick man. You need to be worried about him. You knew my mom? Mom? You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. Okay, let's not be that cold. We need your help. Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know the weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods.
Oh my lord, have you contacted the police?
Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things out there, I don't even know how to describe them.
Here, I can show you.
Stella pulls out a card she swiped from her camera and pops it in her phone. It wasn't about to let the police hold on to this, at least not before we had a chance to make a copy.
I can't believe you're withholding evidence.
It's a move. Because we know what to do with the footage anyway. Imagine if they'd accidentally erased it. Exactly. I can return them if they ask again, but for now, we can examine the footage for ourselves.
Where was this? To be fair, I don't imagine the reaction to someone that she might have been friends with having footage of him having his head blown off. Probably a nice thing to see.
Up in the mountain to the northwest.
Within the town limits?
Yes.
I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can?
I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go and get mine.
No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You best come with me, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother.
Kanika's door is covered with stickers, their edges frayed from recent but failed attempts to remove them. This is a childhood room someone was unhappy to return to. That a winged unicorn. Nice.
Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help.
What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. Gretchen. Here's a good potato. And the stranger. What are you doing at my house?
You can't tell I never took the nuts before. Do I just offer that? Wait, that's straight up Sailor Moon. What? Wait, I remember Sailor Moon. I'm gonna slowly and dramatically press the button to offer the nuts. You held out your boiled peanuts. Generosity is the best way to make new friends.
No. Tabitha's cousin. Oh, great.
Sweetie, we're wondering if you could borrow your we could borrow your laptop. Let her and her friend have a video to show us.
It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here.
The detective club. Population, not me. Oh goodness, not me.
Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead?
Silence washes over the room as the video plays.
Stella, what the hell is this? I'm sorry, either of you had to see this, but see, Printer and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of.
How is there an actual Sailor Moon graphic? What?
Stella, you okay? Fine, really. Okay.
Alright, let's not make this about ourselves, even though we were there and probably quite traumatized.
Oh, Duke. Oh, Bo. Has anyone told him yet? He talked to the police. I hope they told Bo. But other than Deputy Franklin didn't seem much in the way of hurrying to do anything. I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something more serious to discuss. I didn't like Duke anyway? More serious than a man's death? Tremendously more serious than a man's death. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. Mom, come on, whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and see Brennan with this tally-po crap. Monica, sweetie, let your mother talk. She always said that they never hurt people, despite the grisly scene in the woods. But Duke is dead. If those ditchlings, his death was an accident, or my grandmother was wrong, and she was very rarely wrong. Just as birds flock before a storm, those ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to befall. To see so many in one place. Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom. Haven't they already been through enough? You really need the spooky window dressing? What if it's important window dressing? Okay, I know when I'm outnumbered. Yeah, it might be part of their life cycle. It must be part of their life cycle. That growth is probably parasitic, like when a wasp lays its eggs in a caterpillar. Did you see all those open wounds at that spiral nest? And those weren't growths there. They must have popped at some point. Oh dear, I've forgotten entirely about the tea I put on. Let me fix you a couple of cups to help soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late and I should let Printer get some rest. I ran them ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. I thought that said I can keep going, I'm still weird, which would be apt. Let this miserable night finally end. I can stay up, it's important. I can stay up, this is important. Okay, maybe it's time you get to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? That's right. You go home now, and I'll try and get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does do wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see you. Bye, Cyprina. It's excellent, ice all warm. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. It's excellent, ice all warmed, though with the nights getting chillier, warm would probably be for the best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. I love low quality Stella. Like, this is great. It just... Sybil turns around and closes the door behind her. Alrighty. Let's call it a night. Mind walking me home? I thought Stella said that she would be walking me home earlier. Oh, so rude. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. I'm terrified of seeing Tabitha. Yeah, I should probably head back before Tabitha has a... Yeah. Are you sure you're okay heading up the mountain alone? I'm more terrified of Tabitha than those things in the woods. Yeah, Tabby can be intimidating. Well, I won't stop you if you really want to go back. Here's my number. Call me when you get there, okay? And good luck. Scribble the number on a piece of paper before handing it to you. I'll see you tomorrow. Not like I got most of a choice. Guess not. We're in this together now. Stay safe, buddy.
Stay safe, buddy.
As far as you know, the creatures from the woods have infested these trails as well. But it's too late for you to turn around, so you'll either make it back on the estate or you won't. Oh, continue down the path. It's so tempting to make a Slay the Princess joke. Almost time. Your salvation in sight. You make a mad dash for the door. Try the door. Oh, thank God you're back. Where the hell have you been? I called you back as soon as I had reception. Did you? I didn't know this. Do you know anyone called Wayne? I employ over 100 people. I'm sure I know Wayne. I met this girl in town and we hit it off. No, I'm not saying that to her. Yeah, I saw horrible things tonight. Let's smooth it over. I went into the woods with this girl and I met to find some cryptids, and lots of really terrible things happened. So you met Stella then. Ugh, that explains everything. And she's got you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Can you tuck me in? Okay, good night. You're alone in the estate. The wind of the sound whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. Probably best to turn in and try and leave the night behind you. As you collapse onto your mattress, you remember that Stella asked you to call her when she got back. Yes, I'm gonna call. Hey, how are you? Sounds a little different. Wobble in her throat. Did you make it back alright? I died, actually! If it was any other circumstance, I would think I died, but I feel like that's a bit rude, so I'm gonna ask how she's doing. If we didn't just watch a man die. Yeah, how are you? You okay? Totally fine. I mean, as fine as I could be, I guess. You don't have to worry about me. Go get some Z's, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. From the reflective safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seemed like something that happened to someone else. They can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. But now you are safe and warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. That, I believe, that is the end of Chapter 1. Town Hall. Why are that window so blurry? Hi, Reese. Bye, Reese. Oh, Jack-o'-lantern. I'm just imagining that's probably not good. Trying to imagine how big this game would be if it was voice acted. It'd be absolutely gigantic. This is the end of episode 1. Episode 2 awaits. I am going to call it a stream because, yeah, I kind of need to eat and calm down, relax, probably end up playing Lost Judgment. So I'm gonna call it a night. It has been an absolute wonder to stream, and I will do so again as soon as possible. Probably be next week. Maybe. We'll see. Woohoo! Thanks for stream. Oh, well, you have a very, very good day, morning, evening, night, and as always, make sure you stay hydrated. And yeah, until next time, bye bye.